First public hearing last month, Bill 88 went up for a second round of public comment this afternoon. The bill relates to the regulation of alcoholic beverage licenses, and according to the bill's author, Senator Michael Nicholas, current law limits the number of alcohol establishments that can open in any municipality.
The bill will lift that cap so that there's no artificial limitation on the number of establishments that can open, and that's particularly important for the municipalities of Tamuning and Hagåtña, which are already over their legal limit.
The current cap sets the limit at 1 liquor license per 200 inhabitants of the village. The municipality of Tamuning-Tumon-Harmon has a population of over 19,000 residents, allowing only 99 licenses. That village currently has 140. Hagåtña, meanwhile, has over 1,000 residents, only allowing 6 establishments with liquor licenses. The island's capital has 15. Nicholas says in addition to creating more jobs, the bill intends to save jobs from businesses who he says may have to close come June when licenses need to be renewed and exceed the cap. Tamuning resident attorney John Thomas Brown says the bill's premises are unfounded and believes leaders have had selective amnesia in enforcing the current law.
The law specifically says, the law that creates the cap says, but if there is a license that's been issued, you can't cancel that simply because it exceeds the cap.
Former Senator and Vice Speaker Larry Kasperbauer shared his experience of the negative effects of alcohol, including recently being awoken by the snores of a drunk found sleeping in his garage. He says things aren't getting better, but worse.
It seems incomprehensible that we would simply want to lift it and totally disregard the public. All these people who have lost their lives, their families who have lost their jobs too. And there are hundreds of people who are losing their lives because of accidents by car or domestic violence or what have you related to alcohol use.
It was actually Kasperbauer who brought the matter to the committee chair and his wife, former Senator Carmen Kasperbauer, that shared her dismay about not being contacted about the legislation. She says lifting the cap ultimately won't benefit much more tourism, but instead turn visitors away.
I don't think that to make haste to pass this legislation, I oppose this legislation vehemently. It's really, really wrong, and it's really, really not wise. Just to make right, to legitimize the wrong that was done.
The alcohol license fee, meanwhile, now sits at $1,000, and Bill 88 also proposes to raise it to $200 every 2 years starting in 2015 and concluding in 2023.
That increase in the fee is going to go specifically to the Regulatory Division of Rev and Tax that oversees the alcohol establishments. It's going to go to the police department in order to keep our streets safe, and it's going to go to our mayors in order for them to have more community programs to offset the impact of those establishments.
According to the bill, the fee increase is to ensure the regulatory elements don't suffer when the debt service increase of $15 million is set to take place. And while her village would be impacted the most, Tamuning-Tumon-Harmon Mayor Luis Rivera spoke in opposition. She says her villages already experienced nuisances from alcohol establishments.
We ask senators to please realize the increasing of fees from $300, whatever scheme is currently being proposed, while a welcome gesture, for the community to benefit on the fees. It falls short of meeting the needs of the community.
Nicholas says he hopes to get the bill on the May session agenda before the June renewal date. The original version was discussed during April's session, but with several amendments specifically lifting the cap for all municipalities, not just Hagåtña and Tamuning. An objection was made by Senator Brant McCready to put the bill back to the committee, as the first public hearing did not address those other villages as well. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintanilla.